Hey guys, Lucas here again for the second episode of Flick Report. For those that are new to Flick Report or haven't seen my other video on my old channel, which you obviously can't see anymore because it's closed, basically what I do is I review movie trailers, or I tell you about movie clips that have come out, movie news, sequels, stuff like that. So just anything that has to do with movies, I'm on. Posters, I tell you guys what's going on. And today I actually have a pretty big show, and it's actually all movie trailers, so I want to actually get this started right now. The first trailer we have is the second trailer for the comic book superhero film Thor, starring Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and Anthony Hopkins. And the first trailer for Thor, I thought was okay. I wasn't too impressed, but I thought it was still looked like it could be good. But this trailer just sucks. I mean, they try to do this comedy that doesn't work at all. I mean, it's Thor. He's wielding a hammer and he has a steel suit. Thor's not going to be cracking jokes when he falls to Earth. I mean, I'm sorry. And there's some really bad pop culture references. Like, they take a picture of him and they're like, "This one's going on Facebook." I'm like, why would you need to make Thor hip? I mean, it's like the Alvin and the Chipmunks version of Thor almost. That's how bad it felt, and it felt really forced, really unneeded. Didn't even feel like a comic book / superhero movie. So I really did not like this trailer at all. I say if you thought the first trailer was cool, you'll probably definitely be really disappointed. The second trailer up is the new romantic comedy Something Borrowed, which is based on the novel by the same name, and it stars Kate Hudson, John Krasinski from The Office, and a bunch of other people. And it's basically this really stupid story and cliched story about this girl who has love, but she doesn't take advantage of it, and she lets the guy walk away, and her sister is dating the guy that she wanted to marry, obviously the one that she was in love with, and then it's just her trying to, I guess, almost stop the wedding or face her fears and actually tell the guy how she feels. I mean, they pretty much give out the whole movie in the trailer. I mean, you know how it's going to end even if they didn't show it in the trailer, but I mean, just not for me. Like I said, not a romantic comedy fan. This one does not look funny. It doesn't look very good, and I've already seen the whole movie by the trailer, so that's fine. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out, but just kind of lame movie also. The next trailer up is actually a Red Band trailer for Hall Pass, which comes out this Friday with Owen Wilson, Jason Sudeikis, and it's directed by the Farrelly brothers, who have obviously done Dumb and Dumber and Me, Myself, and Irene, and There's Something About Mary, etc. And the film, I'm not too impressed by. It's pretty much the same thing as the first trailer, just with vulgarity and, you know, masturbation jokes and stuff, and it still doesn't look too funny. I'm not impressed. I'm not a big Farrelly Brothers fan, even Dumb and Dumber. Well, I like Dumb and Dumber, but Something About Mary and, God, The Heartbreak Kid is absolutely awful. I'm just not really impressed by their work. And this one doesn't look too great either, and by the early reviews it's getting, it seems like I was right. So, Hall Pass, the Red Band, it's better than, I think, the regular for movie theater trailer, but still not super impressed. The next trailer up is the second very short trailer for Sucker Punch, which is directed by Zack Snyder and a bunch of chicks that I don't really know their names. I know one of them is Vanessa Hudgens, and I know Carla Gugino is in it too, but she's not one of the main girls. She's kind of like a mentor at this mental asylum. There we go. That's a mouthful. And it's pretty much the same thing as the first trailer. They show a bunch of the dragons and her imagination and that thing with the minigun that's its arm. And it's pretty much the same thing with just no dialogue. So, I mean, if you like the first trailer, which I did, I actually thought I liked the first trailer a lot. It's pretty much the same thing, but with no dialogue. So, it was kind of a pointless trailer. I don't even know what they did this, but still pretty cool. I would check it out. Now for my favorite trailer probably released so far is the Red Band trailer for Bad Teacher, and they actually released this Red Band before a real trailer for it. And it stars Cameron Diaz, Justin Timberlake, Jason Segel, and Lucy Punch, who was in Dinner for Schmucks. And it's a pretty funny story, actually. The plot is Cameron Diaz is a foul-mouthed teacher who hates her job, absolutely hates it. She, like, cusses kids out in class, she smokes dope, and she's just kind of a bitch to everybody. And one day she sees Justin Timberlake, who's a substitute, and he happens to be the heir to a really, really wealthy watch company, so she wants to get with this guy so she can quit teaching and be rich, but he seems to be involved with Lucy Punch, who he seems to like her better, and Cameron Diaz, that she notices that he likes big-breasted women, so she saves money to get boob implants to go with this. I mean, the trailer, it's a funny premise. It's a really raunchy trailer. There's weird kind of hearing it from Cameron Diaz, but it's really vulgar, really, it's almost like super bad, like for women almost. Not for women, but it's kind of almost, it feels like that. Actually, I really enjoyed this trailer. There's a couple of jokes that made me chuckle, and the beginning one actually kind of made me laugh out loud, so that was impressive. And I think this movie could be funny. I'm actually definitely looking forward to this. It has a really good cast, and I'm interested. Interesting story. And the last trailer up is the second and other short trailer for Source Code, which comes out, I believe, April 1st, the day before my birthday. And it has a very cool premise. If you haven't seen the first trailer, it's about Jake Gyllenhaal, who's a soldier for the military, and he gets put in this program called the Source Code, and he gets put into this train bombing in Chicago to be in this guy's shoes in his last 8 minutes of his life. So he's on this train, and he has to find out who bombed the train so the next train doesn't get bombed as well. So it's basically him reliving this guy's last final minutes to decipher this bomb, and it's a really cool story. I'm not a big sci-fi guy, but this is really original. I kind of like the first trailer better. It's pretty much the same, I guess, like I've said about all the other trailers. It's just really nothing new. But still looks cool, still looks very interesting, and again has a good cast, so I would say check it out. And that was my episode of Flick Report. Tell me if you guys liked it. I should be up with a new one next week. I'm going to try to do one once a week. I guess it just kind of depends on what trailers come out. But, yeah, so I hope you really like this episode. And stay tuned for my review of Drive Angry 3D on Friday, which should be a blast. So look out for that, and see you guys later.